Belu Demisi is a professor from Addis Ababa University, the top one in Ethiopia. He is also a communication consultant at the Ethiopian Policy Studies Institute, the Ethiopian government's #1 think tank. Having visited Chinese cities like Beijing and Chengdu many times, he was impressed by China's efforts on environmental protection and green development. Professor Demisi has also been promoting projects on environmental protection and green development in Ethiopia for years, voluntarily spreading positive news in relation to different projects. In 2019, he noticed that China aided the Riverside Green Development Project in Addis Ababa and became a solid supporter. The Friendship Square is part of the mega project. It was China's first overseas park construction project and was constructed by the China First Highway Engineering Company, or CFHEC.
The Friendship Square was once a barren wasteland, but now it's a wetland, and it's also one of the largest and most picturesque urban squares in Ethiopia as a result of the riverbank green development projects assisted by China. And now the square and the park surrounding it are a vibrant new city landmark.
China and Ethiopia established diplomatic relations in 1970. The square symbolizes the everlasting friendship between the two countries over the past 5 decades. Covering an area of nearly 30 hectares, it was established in 2020 after an 11-month construction. More than 8,000 trees and millions of bushes were planted, some of which were transported from China. The Square project also helped over 2,500 locals find employment, and the CFHEC also shared expertise in big tree transplanting, sewage treatment systems, and Chinese garden designing. The Friendship Square has been a go-to place for locals and tourists to visit and relax. Professor Demisi is one.
Yeah, it has brought lots of outcomes, positive outcomes. Now, the environment, especially the biodiversity, the ecology, the resources are, getting better and better. In the past, this area it's not that much greenery, but now, if you see it, there are lots of trees, lots of plants. So there are clean oxygen here. The area becomes, a venue for many big events, wedding, international conferences, workshops, even visitors are coming and spending their time here. So our environment has been changed a lot.
Ethiopia is shifting from old model of energy production to renewable energy production. The professor says in such a shift, especially for the green development, Ethiopia needs huge amount of investment, and China's help in infrastructure like parks, railways, and airports is greatly appreciated. He believes, in a sense, Ethiopia can learn from China in ecosystem protection.
So Ethiopia can learn a lot from China, especially in afforestation, reforestation, and in conserving the ecology, the biodiversity, and in protecting the resources so that every place will be conducive for living.
China has set up more than 3,300 overseas enterprises in Africa, and its direct investment stock exceeded $40 billion. Technological exchanges like smart city management systems, renewable energy are increasing, which can accelerate the industrialization on the continent. As the second largest economy in the world, China will continue to cooperate with the African countries to build a community with a shared future for mankind. Zheng Songwu, CGTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.